So you've got a traditional phone system. Lines and desk phones routed for each department in your organization. It usually works well, but what happens when the amount of call volume increases suddenly at a very high rate? Let's look at a real-world example that BrantTel recently implemented to a public health unit experiencing an extremely high increase in call volume from constituents looking for information and to book appointments for vaccinations. As more and more calls come into the vaccination department, a breaking point is reached with no more lines or user agents left to take calls. The influx leaves the vaccination and all other departments unreachable. Customers get a busy signal with no way to get the latest information, status updates, or leave voicemails. As you can see, this is a huge problem and one that needs a quick solution. But it can take weeks or even months to deploy a traditional system that can handle these call volumes. Worse yet, by the time it is installed, the peak called period will have ended and the organization will be stuck with the initial setup cost of expensive equipment and all the contracts and maintenance fees that they're locked into. Luckily, there is a better way. The expert systems architects at BrantTel were able to engineer a solution that allowed unlimited call volume to come through. Instead of a busy signal, users were greeted with an auto attendant that provided the latest crucial information regarding their inquiry based on their inputs and allowed users to leave a voicemail. The voicemails are transcribed and sent via email to appropriate users and departments. This enabled the organization to prioritize callbacks and to ignore spam or inadvertent calls. Additionally, the system also facilitated remote workers, cross-department, and new users to be added at a lightning-fast pace. All that is required is a headset and an internet-connected browser for anyone to become an agent to take live calls. By implementing a separate 1-800 number, we also relieve the strain to the traditional phone system, allowing regular call volume to resume for all departments. How long do you think it would take to implement this solution? Well, let's have a look at our timeline. An initial meeting was held to capture the organization's needs and requirements. On day one, senior development team members met with the organization to start planning the solution. Day two, BrantTel system architects and engineers have already completed the majority of the system, and it is already able to take live calls. Day 3. Further system testing and improvements are made. By this point, the system is virtually ready to be launched. Day 4. Final tweaks are made and everything is approved for publication. Day 5. A prep day to train personnel and publish the new 1-800 number. Day 6. With BrantTel's guidance, the customer published the new 1-800 phone number on their website and were handling full-scale call volume, around 2,500 calls a day, in an unprecedented 6 business days. The customer did not have to invest in expensive infrastructure or upfront software licenses. They now have a system that auto-manages spikes in call volumes without having to engage in any server or software maintenance, security updates, or patching-related activities. When adding additional users, there is no need to buy more phones or spend extra time physically setting them up. And as peak volumes decrease, so will the costs of this usage-based system. Furthermore, the customer now has a business continuity solution, ensuring future unforeseen spikes in volume will not be daunting or overwhelming to their business operations. Agile and quick to implement, the future of cloud contact centers is here. BrantTel. Trusted advisors with purpose.